So, points to note when choosing carrier oils for your oil blends. Number one, not all carrier oils are equal. Different carrier oils are processed differently. We have cold pressed oils, we have unrefined oils, there are refined oils, and there are also organic oils. So you have to ask your supplier. Now I will choose unrefined cold pressed oils because they have all their properties intact. You know, what you see is what you get. You're getting it as pure as it can be. It hasn't been stripped of anything. You have all the vitamins and everything, all the useful constituents intact. So choose cold pressed oils, and where possible, choose organic oils. Ask your supplier. Organic is different from natural. An organic ingredient is always natural, but the natural ingredient isn't always organic. So you have to ask your supplier, is your oil organic? Now, if it's not organic, if you can't get organic oils, it's fine. But make sure the oils you're getting, they are cold pressed oils, and they've not been refined. Number two, know the composition of your oil. What's the composition of that oil you're choosing, the carrier oil you're choosing? Carrier oils are composed of different things. They have fatty acids. Some of them contain things like vitamins. For example, there are things like beta carotene, vitamin E. Beta carotene is a precursor of vitamin A. So things like rosehip oil are high in things like rosehip oil, palm oil, and sea buckthorn oil. These are high in beta carotene. So for people who have aging skin, when it comes to aging, vitamin A is a very good vitamin. It helps with cell regeneration. You can decide to choose oils that are high in vitamin A. Now, if you don't know that are high in beta carotene, if you do not know the composition of your oils, how are you going to choose that? So know the composition. So when I say composition, the fatty acid composition of your oil. Know the vitamins and the phytosterols your oils contain. Know that these oils contain a lot of things. So some oils can be astringent. They contain things called tannins. For example, your grapeseed oil. So for somebody who has an oily skin, I would use that because it contains tannin, which can be astringent. So I'll use things like grapeseed oil for people who have oily skin. So you need to know these things. What is your carrier oil composed of? The fatty acid composition, the vitamins your oils contain. Does it contain any extra things? They call those things unsaponifiable, things like lecithin and different lovely constituents in the oils, things like your tannins. Check, research. Don't just take anything anybody tells you, hook, line, and sinker. Then number three, check for the comedogenic rating of that oil. Not all oils are equal. Talking about comedogenic rating, all over the internet today, I see people raving about coconut oil for oil cleansing, coconut oil fixes everything. Personally, I can't even use coconut oil on my hair because if I use it on my hair, it comes down to my face, I start to break out. So you need to know the comedogenic rating of your oils. That way, you'll be able to know how to choose your oils effectively. Now, in addition to knowing the composition of your oil, when you know the composition of your oil, you'll be able to know what skin type you need to the oil will suit, the skin condition the oil will suit. For example, people that have sensitive skin, oils that are high in linoleic acid or alpha linolenic acid is really good for them. So this is like a fatty acid because this kind of oils help to suit them. They have anti-inflammatory properties. If you do not know these things, how would you choose your oils to suit the skin type or skin condition you're formulating for? So comedogenic rating, take that into consideration. Also, the skin feel of the oil. Very important. And now knowing the skin feel of the oil will also help you to choose your oils well. How does it feel? Does it absorb immediately it's applied? There are some oils that are called dry oils. When you apply them, you don't even feel like you applied oils. It sinks in fast. And there are some oils that sit on the skin that have this occlusive effect. It sits on your skin. It forms a barrier on your skin. So when you apply them, you actually feel that occlusiveness, like, you feel like there's something on your skin. People who have dry skin but want to choose something like that because they want something extra to sit on their skin. For people who have oily skin, you might want to choose oils that absorb really fast because you don't want them to start feeling that their skin feels really tacky. So that's why I said there's an oil for every skin type. You knowing how to choose your carrier oils effectively will give you the chance to be able to choose different oils to suit the skin type and skin condition you're formulating for. Also, knowing the composition of the oil will be able to help you to determine, it's not like it's going to really help you determine, but it will give you an idea of the shelf life of the oil. Some oils go rancid really fast, while some oils are pretty stable and can stay for some time. without going rancid. So you need to do this research. Take your time to do the research. That way you'll be able to choose. Now, if you're making an oil blend, let's say for body, and you're making a 250 ml worth of 250 ml size or 250 gram size of an oil, and then you're using oils that can easily go rancid. I mean, probably you want to make a face oil and you're making that batch size. That oil might actually go rancid before that person finishes that amount. So that's how you have to take your time. Know the shelf life. Know the composition. That will help you to estimate or give you an idea of how long the oil can possibly last. So when you're creating your oil blends, you'll be able to choose your oils based on different parameters, right? So in the next video, I'm going to show you points you need to note when you're choosing oils for the skin type or skin condition you're formulating for. So join me in the next video.